The ANZ's annual general meeting was in Brisbane yesterday, was interrupted by a bunch of climate activists dressed up, I'm not joking, as circus performers. Take a look.
We now turn to the bank's actions on climate change, and I'd like to begin.
Welcome to the ANZ Circus, a magical place where climate change doesn't exist.
So I'd like to ask you now
And we
to sit
pour
down.
billions of dollars into fossil fuel projects. Our climate policies are a joke.
I mean, Teena, what is wrong with these people? They just get weirder and weirder by the day.
We're just like living in some strange universe, Caleb. But these corporate giants should learn from The Voice. Stay out of things that you know where you shouldn't have your say. Leave it to policy to dictate. But you know, to comment on climate science and things when they have no right. When the general public, it affects it's not fair to the shareholders of these companies. It's ridiculous. Stay in your own lane. Banking and finance, if that's what it is, and just ignore these clowns.
Well, it'd be a great idea, but, you know, they've got to get those ESG points, James. But, I mean, I think I've described these stupid protesters before gluing themselves to the road and whatever as a clown show. It turns out I was right.
They were listening to you, Caleb.
I'd say a point I would make to protesters, if you're going to dress up as clowns and make serious points about Australia's climate future, I'd designate one person to dress normally, because if you dress as a circus performer or a clown, no one's going to take you seriously if you are trying to make a serious point. I thought one of the circus performers said something quite interesting I want to quote here. They said that many Australians expect companies, including banks, to consider the environmental impacts of the decisions we make, and that ANZ has an important role in energy transition. Sorry, that wasn't one of the circus performers. That was ANZ Chairman Paul O'Sullivan. And I think that just goes to Teena's point, that the problem is now that you don't just have the protesters in the stands doing the clown show, you know, chasing that high from the time in year 10 that they were a tree in a school production. You also have their ideology on stage, and that's when Australia really has a problem.
Oh, my goodness. We're going to hell in a handbasket. You may as well put those protesters in charge, to be perfectly honest.